This investigative content contains graphic descriptions of violence and themes of loss and distress, which viewers may find upsetting.
Tiffany Stevens had a traumatic upbringing after her father died of a drug overdose when she was 5. She was placed into care when she was nearly 11 and remained in the system for 5 years, which led to her dislike and distrust of social services. Tiffany's mother, Bobby Jo, said her daughter was fixated on taking her own life from the age of 17. For Tiffany, she was going into another dimension and she would live on. She just thought the world was corrupt and bad. No matter how much we tried to reason with her, she said. At the age of 18, she spent most of her time Googling conspiracy theories, worsening her paranoid state. Tiffany later took an overdose at age 19. She was referred for mental health treatment on at least 8 separate occasions between August 2011 and April 2017, but she consistently failed to engage and turn up for appointments. Tiffany had been diagnosed with emotionally unstable personality disorder, but failed to engage with mental health. Tiffany was happy when she became pregnant with their child. Recalled Casey Lee's father Tiffany posted on Facebook she had got what she always wanted, but her mood later changed, he said, as she became concerned about being judged and did not want to be seen as failing. Tiffany, too, daughters Casey Lee and Darcy, were known to children's social services for most of their lives, with the eldest child subject to a child protection plan for a short time and the youngest a child in need plan after concerns over the family home conditions. Just 6 weeks before their deaths, she had made a suicide pact with another woman she had met while she was growing up in care, but when they met up at a hotel, the other woman pulled out because Tiffany had her daughters with her. While both children were known to social services, the inquest heard there were no grounds for the local authority to apply for Darcy and Casey Lee to be removed from Tiffany's care. Tiffany had endured a traumatic upbringing. She was placed into care as a child, which led to her dislike and distrust of social services. On the 21st of January 2019, their bodies were found at the home in Arthur Street, Little Lever, Bolton, and may have been there for a week. Alarm bells started to ring when no one was able to contact Tiffany for a week. Her concerned brother and former partner visited her terraced home on Arthur Street on January 21st. When they knocked and got no reply, they decided to break in through the back door. What they discovered inside was a disturbing scene. Tiffany was lying on a mattress on her living room floor. Beside her, underneath a duvet, was the body of little Casey Lee. Next to them were cups containing a bright green liquid. There was also an empty pack of painkillers, a melted lollipop, syringes, and a bottle of orange juice. In the corner of the room, 1-year-old Darcy sat lifeless in her pram with the rain cover down. Tragically, they were all alive. A chilling note later discovered on Tiffany's iPhone read, "I've chosen to kill us for my children's best interests." During a post-mortem analysis, forensic pathologists said Darcy was found with a swollen brain and pneumonia on her lungs. She had also consumed a very high concentration of a pain relief drug. Casey Lee may have consumed the drug through drinking due to the fatal range of the dose found in her system. She also had 3 needle puncture marks in her abdomen. Her brain had swelled, and she had a gritty substance in her stomach. In her system, medics found a very high level of 2 separate drugs. Another substance was detected along with painkillers used by Tiffany's grandmother. The combination of drugs caused her breathing to slow and eventually stopped her heart. Tiffany's post-mortem found 4 needle puncture marks in her abdomen. Results showed she had a high concentration of a pain relief drug in her system. Professor Lum said the dosage alone could have caused her death.